Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, so my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. What? It's paint party time. Say hello, hello, hello if you're painting with me tonight. Let me know if anyone's painting with me tonight. Of course, we have to give props to you know who. There he is. There's the man. There's the man of the hour. What's up, Butters? Saying hi to your fans? Are you saying hi to your fans? Yes, you are. Say hi, buddy. There you go. Say hi. That's a good boy. You never know when he's going to chime in, so we got to give him props. You know what I'm saying? Hello, 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 Kimberly. How are you, sweetheart? Kimberly's in the house. Oh, yeah. Tina B is here. Hello, 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 Tina. And Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, sweetheart? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Bonnie, I didn't. Hello, 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 Cindy. And Sharon. Hello, 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 Sharon. How are you, sweetheart? Hello, 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 everybody. Let me show you my handy dandy table. So, we're back to here again. There's Marie. And Marcia. And Lisa. And Robin. Hello, 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 Robin. Welcome. Hi, Jill. Flicky-doo time. What's up, Jill? How are you, sweetheart? And I missed somebody. I missed, Cindy, Sharon, Marie, Marcia, Robin. Lisa was in there. Jill, Carolyn, hello, Carolyn, how are you, sweetheart? And we've got another Lisa in the house. Hello, Lisa. And Joanne is here. Friday the 13th, that's right, Joanne, it is Friday the 13th, and we got Denise hanging out with us. Hello, Denise, how are you? Triana's in the house. Hi, Triana, welcome. Everybody give a warm Eve's welcome to Triana. Lynn is here. Okay, well, whatever you decide to do there, Lynn, it's all good. And we've got Jean. Jean's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, Jean, how are you? And Darla, we got Darla in the house. Everybody give a warm Eve's Creations family welcome to Darla. Bonnie, hello, Heather, how are you doing? You're a watcher tonight? Hey, watchers are more than welcome. Absolutely. We've got two Heathers right in a row. Bam and bam. Heather squared. Heather squared going on. Hi. Renita is here. Hello, Renita. How are you, sweetheart? And we got Jeanette. Jeanette's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, Jeanette. How are you, doll? And Kathy is hailing in with us. Hello, Kathy. How are you doing, sweetheart? And let's see, Wendy's here. Hi, Wendy. Hello. Lynn's with us tonight. Lynn's saying hi to all the newbies. And we've got Paul. Hi, Paul. Welcome. Welcome, Paul. Everybody give a warm Eve's Creations family welcome to Paul. And we got Dorothy's hanging out with us tonight. And Jimmy Gale. Hello, Jimmy Gale. How are you, sweetie? All right. I see hearts and likes and all sorts of stuff popping up. That's cool. And I think I reached the end. Woo! Nope. Victoria's here. Hello, Victoria. How are you doing, doll? Whoo! What a rush, man. What a rush. Look at that. Nice. Good stuff. Good. Yes, if you're new to the fam, make sure you let me know. Bonnie's making an entrance already with the stars. That's what I'm talking about. Edith is here. Everybody give a warm Eve's Creations family welcome to Edith. She's a newbie. We got a couple newbies in the house, so love it. 6,000%. Yes. All right, so my handy dandy table. Blah, same colors every single party. Yellow, blue, red, white, and black. We've got our brushes this evening. Big boy is a 1-inch flat. We've got Tiny in the house, a small round for details. Mini-Me's in the house. He is a small shader. And, of course, Mr. Nifty's here. Right? He's another brush for details. He doesn't like the water, but of course I got my Java too. Swing back over here. Rachel's new. Hello, Rachel. How are you, sweetheart? Rachel's hanging out with us. Tonya. Ooh, cool name. Tonya is new. She's hanging out with us tonight. Wendy. Hello, Wendy. I gotta put you over here. There's Wendy right there. Right? All the names. So awesome. All you original gangsters need to break in these new people. You know what I'm saying? We got newbies in the house. Hello, Debbie. How are you, sweetheart? How are you doing, doll? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Good, I hope. All right. So we got, all the newbies. Just to let you know, we got creepers, we got watchers, and we got painters. So, creeper, love them to death. They don't say anything. They don't say hello at all. They just hanging out in the background. And we got watchers, right? People who love to watch, and then they paint on their own using the replays. And we've got painters, which means you're painting along with me. If you're painting along with me and you need me to do something, repeat something, slow down, speed up, whatever you need, it's all good. Okay, Donna is good. Donna, I think I have you on here. Do I have you on here? Did I miss Donna? I'll just put you again. Heather's here with Trinity and Paul. That's what I'm talking about. I missed Donna. Okay, I got her now. Thank you. Thanks, Tina B. Lisa's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, Lisa. Heather is with Trinity and Paul. Trinity and Paul. Hello, Trinity. Hello, Paul. How are you guys doing? And Donna's doing great. Jimmy Gale saying hello to all the newbies. Donna just came on. Okay, Donna, we got you. We got you, 6,000%. All right. Cool beans. Good stuff. Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing, sweetie? Hello, doll. I got Jennifer. We're going sidebar now. We're going sidebar. Elizabeth is here. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you, darling? All right. Woo! Robin's a newbie. Did I put a star next to you? Oh, here you are. Boop. Bam! Newbie star. There's the newbie stars. Shauna. Hello, Shauna. How are you, doll? Shauna's here. Shauna, are you a newbie or were you on a couple of times? I can't remember. Shauna might be a newbie. I'm not really sure. We have Triana and Robin and Darla and Edith and Rachel and Tonya and Paul all hanging out with us tonight. All brand spanking new. Hello. And Shauna. I think Shauna's new too. If you're not, you're new now. Oh my goodness. Hey! What's up, everybody? All right, I'm going to put you guys in your handy dandy holder. All right, so you guys can take a look at what we're painting tonight. And I have no idea what that noise is on my thing. So we're just going to fast forward through that. We're going to fast forward through that noise, whatever that was. All right, so hello, everybody. Hi. Oh, Carol's here. Hold on, let me get Carol. Hi, Carol is here. Hello, Carol. How are you doing, sweetheart? And Heather is new. Okay, sounds good. We got to put a star next to Heather. And Lisa's a newbie. Just so you're a lurker, you're a creeper. It's all good, sweetheart. We love all kinds here. Oh, I love it. 6,000%. All right. Whoo! I got you. I'm gonna need an oxygen tank for when it's roll call time. I'll tell you what. Okay, so this is what we're painting tonight. I am working on a 16 by 20 canvas. It is 16 straight across, 20 straight up and down. If you're working on a different size canvas, as long as you're in the general area that I am in, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. No worries. Okay, I can't show you both at once what I'm working on and the finished product. So if you need a reference shot, take your screenshot now. I will pull it back into frame every once in a while, maybe to explain something. But you can't look at both at once. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to look at both at once. Just one at a time. That's all you get. All right. So, it's always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. So stars is enabled. If you don't know what stars is all about, they're approximately a penny each. And you can gift them throughout this feed. So, much appreciated. I also have PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. I am going to share those links now. Alright, so if you feel so inclined, that would be amazing because you guys keep the lights on. Another thing is, if you send me support in the value of $5 or more, make sure you hit that message button on the top of my page and message me your address, and I'll send you out Mr. Nifty's for free. Okay, so make sure you take care of that for yourselves so you can get your free gift. And all of my replays are available on YouTube. So let me post that link now. Okay, so my sister puts them up on YouTube, so they should be available by, like the replay tonight should be available like by this weekend. You know, as long as something's not going on with her. Alright, I do have the brush sets for sale. I do have the shirts for sale. If you want any of that kind of stuff, private message me. Private messaging me through that button on the top of my page is the best way to get in touch with me. So, thank you so much, Bonnie. I appreciate that. Okay, so, anywho, I did all my buttons. Oh, and all of my videos are kid-friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing. And if you guys could watch your comments, that would be great. I think I got it all. I think I did it all. You're getting 2 sets of comments. I don't know how to do anything with that, Tina. No idea. You're just getting double the fun tonight, I guess. Not really sure why you're getting 2 sets. Alright, I gotta back you guys up and then I gotta electrocute y'all. Alright, you guys ready for the zap? Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. You're getting zapped. You're getting zapped. I'm gonna get all 43 of you at once. Can you feel the jolt? Zapped, baby. You guys are zapped. Okay, everybody got their reference shot. Everyone's good to go. We're ready to start. Okay. It's the almighty blank canvas, but we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. We're going to hit it with the almighty brushes, and you're going to be amazed. You're going to be all set. So we're going to start off with Big Boy. All right. He is the 1-inch flat. Hello, Nikki. You like that? You like that? Shocker. Woke you right up. All right. So we're going to start off with blue and white. Blue and white. Blue and white. So when you put your layer on, you want to make sure that you have coverage, but you want to make sure, I already have paint on myself. Look at that. Like right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. All right. Well, we gotta break in the new shirt, don't we? Okay. So there it is. I broke it in. Ah! But that's what they're for, right? That's what they're for, our painting shirts. 6,000%. So you want to make sure you have a nice thin layer. So you want to make sure that it's covering, but it's also nice and thin so it dries. If it looks like that, you need to grab more paint. Okay. So I'm just grabbing blue and white on my brush. All right. That's it. And straight across. Straight across. Straight across. So you guys are all excited for this anchor. 6,000%. So I'm on, will this video be available for later? Absolutely, Wanda. Absolutely. I posted my YouTube link, and the YouTube link is also on the event page. Thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate that. Hello, Missy. How are you, sweetheart? How are you doing, sweetie? Missy's here. Did you like my commercials, Missy? Did you see my commercials? Did you like those? All right. So, as we're moving down, okay, you want to start grabbing a little bit of yellow. A little bit of yellow and some more white. Okay, so I'm going to grab a little bit of yellow, and I'm going to grab some more white, and then I'm going to grab my blue. Okay, yellow, white, and blue, all on the brush. And this is going to give you your turquoise color. Okay, so you're going to go in what you already painted. You're going to go into what you already painted, and then you're going to bring it down. You're going to bring it down. All right, so into what you already painted, bring it down. All right, grab some more. So a little bit of yellow. I didn't, but I'll go look for them. Yeah, I posted some videos with my the merch, and I was thinking about us making those commercials. All right, so started underneath what I already painted, right? So my first initial hit was underneath, and then I'm going to bring it up. Bring it down, bring it up. Okay? 6,000%. All right, going rogue is totally supported here. So, you know, if you want to go off the mark and do something different, by all means, go right ahead. It's your painting. It's your world. It's your painting. It's your world. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down. Okay, bring this down into what I already painted, back down. Into what I already painted, back down. Notice I'm swiping the whole time. The whole time. Nice thin layer. Nice thin layer. All the way into what I already painted. Bring it on back down. Hello, Becky. How are you doing, sweetheart? We had an excellent time last time. We have fun here, right, guys? So I'm wearing my I Like It A Lot shirt. Hello, Becky. How are you doing, hon? Up, you got to go in the corner. You're late. You're late. You're going in the corner. That's all there is to it. Okay, so once I hit about this point, I'm about halfway down. I want to swirl, tap, dab my brush because we're going to go into purples. Now, if you don't get the yellow out of your brush before we head into the purples, now you got to do this quickly because you want to make sure this stays wet as you're doing this transition. If you don't get the yellow out of your brush and we go into the purples, you're going to wind up with brown. Okay, so brush is all clean now. I'm going to go back to grabbing some clean blue, no yellow in it, clean white, no yellow in it, and we're going to put this on. Okay, now up into what I did, back down. Up into what I did, back down. Okay, so you want to get that line nice and soft, but don't bring it all the way down here. Just go up into what you did and back down a little bit. Just a little bit. Joan's here. Up. Joan and Becky got to go in the corner. That's all there is to it. All right. Again, I want to swirl, tap, dab my brush. I want to grab some clean white. Okay. I'm going to grab some clean white. And just the blue. Just the blue. Okay. So brush is all clean again. Whatcha? And clean white. And clean blue. No yellow, guys. No yellow. Alright, no yellow. Okay, and we're putting this buffer of blue. So this way we can start going into our purples and they're not going to turn brown on us. They're not going to turn brown on us. That's how we're going to do that. 6,000%. Joan is here. Hi, Joan. How are you doing, honey? Okay. All right. Now that I have a buffer of blue, Now that I have the buffer of blue, I'm moving quickly. I'll give you guys some ketchup mustard time. I have to do this while my paint is still wet, and I have like 6,000 lights shining on me. So I got to move fast. All right, there's my red and blue. All right, my red and blue for my purple. Gonna grab my white. Okay, and now I can bring this into that blue buffer area that I did. All right, so I'm putting this background on very quickly. If you need me to repeat something, I will. It's just that I have to move quickly, because if any of this dries on me, I'm going to be, well, anyway, the video's kid-friendly, so we'll leave it at that. All right, so, okay, grabbing my blue, grabbing my red. Yay! Yes, Nikki. Ketchup mustard time. Okay, I want to, so grabbing the red, grabbing the blue, now grabbing some white. Bam! Just like that. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. 6,000%. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it, 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 love it. Okay, and just like that, guys, easy peasy lemon squeezy, you've got blues, turquoises, blues, purples, all on your canvas. Isn't that gorgeous? I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I like it a lot. All right. Woo! Woo, mama. Oh, yeah. It's just nice when everything comes together. Okay, so now you guys can catch up mustard with that. If you need me to, you're late too, Betty. Betty, Becky, Joan, you all have to go sit in the corner. You have to go in a timeout. That's it. That's it, guys. You got to go in a timeout because you're late. So, those of you following my make-em-ups journey, I wanted to match the painting. So, I got my sparkles, got my turquoises. I'm trying to practice not having the blue go all the way up to my eyebrow. Still working on that. We're still working on that. When will the replay be available? Whenever my sister gets to it. She's usually pretty good. It's usually up by the weekend. Thank you, Becky. Oh, thank you, Betty, so much for the stars. I appreciate that. Heather. So, usually it's up by the weekend. Usually. Unless, something's going on or whatever. So, but when it's posted, here you go. When it's posted, I share it to the event page, and I share it on my page. So, you traded cars today. You just got, that's exciting, Joan. Got yourself a new vehicle? That's cool. So once it's posted, I share it. So, it'll be on the event page and it'll be on my page. So then you'll know it's definitely there because I'll share it. Okay. I figured out how to work my light so I don't get the reflections in my glasses anymore as bad. Hello, Kim. Long time no see, Dollface. How are you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing, babe? What's going on with you? Okay, so I'm going to do roll call just to make sure I got everybody. Okay, guys? So, wish me luck. You guys ready? This is awesome. Okay. We got... Why is my alarm going off? I have no idea. Okay, we've got Donna, Kimberly, Tina, Bonnie, Cindy, Sharon, Marie, Marsha, Lisa, Robin, who is new, Jill, Carolyn, Lisa's new, Joanne, Denise, Triana's new, Lynn, Wendy, Lisa, Debbie, Jean, Darla's new, Heather's new, Heather with Trinity and Paul, and we got Renita and Jeanette, Kathy, Wendy, Paul is here, Dorothy, Jimmy, is that the same Paul with Trinity, or we got two Pauls? Is that just don't let your hand go all the way up there on your eye. Oh, yeah. You're right, Nikki. You're right. But it's like when I blend it, it just seems to like move. Robin's here. Do we have two different Pauls? Or is that Paul that's with Trinity and Heather? Just curious. Okay, lost track. All right, Dorothy, Jimmy Gale, Victoria, Edith, Rachel, Tanya, Kim, Jennifer, Elizabeth, Shauna, Carol, Nikki, Robin, Wanda, Missy, Becky, Joan, and Betty. And Robin. And Rochelle. I missed you, Rochelle? I missed Rochelle, huh? I did miss Rochelle. And Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle. How are you? Oh, I got you. Look, you're right here. There's Rochelle right there. Or was that Rachel? Did I say Rachel? I might have said Rachel. Rachel? All right, we'll put Rachel twice. There might be two Rachels in here. I'm not really sure. I don't know why I say Rochelle when it's Rachel. And Missy. Missy. Didn't I say you? Yeah, you're right there. There you are. Missy. Got you. You guys got it. Nobody had their listening ears on, huh? It's all good. I think we have two Rachels. So, I put you down again. And Missy, you were towards the back end there. We'll get roll call situated eventually. One of these days I'll get it right. One of these days I'll get it right. So take your ketchup mustard time. If anybody has any questions for me, 6,000% ask me. That you know, if you don't ask, it doesn't get answered. You know what I mean? So make sure that if you have a question or a concern, or you need me to explain something, make sure you ask me. Make sure you ask me. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, can I get out of the corner and put people in there that weren't listening for their... Oh, here, I get it. Here. I get it, Missy. Becky wants to trade her corner spot? Nope, you're not allowed. All right, I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. And we're going to map in our anchor. So how this is going to work, guys. So this is what's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to use white paint. We're going to use white paint, and that was hysterical, guys. You guys are a trip. We're going to put this shape in with just white paint. And then we're going to do the waves and the bubbles all around it. And then we're going to go back to fix our lines and color it in. Okay? So don't stress it. Thank you so much for the stars, Lynn. I appreciate that. Okay, so that's what we're doing first. So you have plenty of time to be able to schmooze your anchor if you screw it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go, my purple dry? It is. All right, so thank you so much, Lynn, for the stars. All right, so I'm going to grab the dirty white. I'm going to grab the dirty white that has yellow and green and blue and Lord knows what else is in there. All right, and we're going to start on this end and go here. So we're going straight across. Jimmy and you are on the couch watching. Love the colors in this painting, but not the anchor. All right, Diane, that's cool. Hey, your world, baby doll. Your world. You make it whatever you want and give extra pets to Jimmy for me, all right? Okay, so I'm going to hold my brush, not all the way back here, but like over here, okay? You got to give it some room here, so the brush does the work for you. If you death grip it, you're going to get a shaky line. That's all there is to it. Give it a little wiggle room, guys. Let it wiggle just a little bit. Now, over here, okay, you want to find that sweet spot because you need room for the circle, you need room for the rope, and you need room for the waves to go next to it. All right, so if I cut this in half, find my center, and then cut that piece in half, that should give me a pretty good spot to fit everything. All right, guys, so I found my center, and I'm even off a little bit. I went over a little bit. That's like I said, So here's my center, and I'm going to come over here and somewhere in the halfway mark of this piece, I'm going to put my line. Okay, and then the same thing over here. So I'm going to find my center. Let's find our center. Woo-sa. Okay, and then I'm going to put my other mark halfway in the center. So another thing you want to remember is you want to leave room. You want to leave room for the anchor piece, right? You want to leave room for that anchor piece. So if you want, like, see, this is too far over, right? This is too far over. I have no room for my anchor piece, okay? Luckily, I could just turn it into a bubble. That's the cool thing about this painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in that anchor piece to make sure I have enough space. All right, so that anchor piece is very simply, you're going to start there with a line. Okay, come over here with a line. All right, and then I'm going to bring it to a point. Now, all of this is preliminary. If you screw any of this up, it's okay, because we can cover it with a bubble. All right, so don't stress any of this. Right now, we're just trying to get our bearings. We're just trying to get our bearings of where our anchor should go. We're trying to get like our angle it should be. We're trying to do all of those things, okay? So I just did that to make sure that when I do this line, I'm going to have room for my anchor. Joan, can you show the original so you can screenshot it? Absolutely. Okay, so your initial dots, your initial markings, they might be off a little, and that's okay, because we'll just turn them into bubbles. Okay, guys, don't stress any of that. Right now, here you go, Joan, we're just getting ourselves situated to where we know we're going to have enough room to add all of these things in here. All right, so that's what we're doing. That's why I got marks all over my canvas, and we're trying to figure out where stuff needs to be. We're trying to make sure we have enough room for all the other pieces, all of those good things, okay? So we don't do any stressing at this point. Right now, we're just figuring out where we're putting things. We're not actually putting it. You're pouting because I'm going too fast and you're just too slow. You'll have plenty of time, Nikki, no worries, because we're going to be making bubbles to, you're welcome, Joan. We're going to be making bubbles till the cows come home, so you're going to have plenty of time. All right, you're going to have plenty of time, and if you need me to repeat something, I will. So once we get this in, we're going to turn around and just start making bubbles and splashes and whatnot. So you got plenty of time to catch up, Mustard, hon. Plenty of time. Okay, so now that I know that my anchor is going to fit, right? Now that I know I'm going to be able to put the point here and the point here, okay? And I want to make sure that this is at an angle. So if I draw something like this, that this is at an angle, right? So that's at an angle, that's at an angle, okay? See how messy this is? See how this is a big mess? That's fine, because when we finally paint everything in, you're not going to see that anymore. Okay, so now that I know everything's going to fit, now that I know everything's going to fit, all right, now I'm going to drop my line in. Shoop, bam, there it is. Now I'm going to drop my line in. See, and my mark's over here somewhere. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to drop my line in, and I'm going to put my bar. All right. Even Steven on both sides. I'm going to make sure I have room for my bar. I'm going to make sure I have room for my circle. Okay, so my circle is going to be there. Make sure I have enough room for my rope. All right, so there's the rope. Okay, all that happy stuff. Okay, all that happy stuff. All right, drop that in. Okay, now I'm just going to take the dirty white paint, and I'm going to make this the size that it's going to be. Yeah, you guys love those replays. That's cool. That's why I make everything free to watch, the replays too. And they stay up indefinitely. I don't put a limit on when you could watch the replay. 2 years from now, if you want to paint this painting, you can. That's all there is to it. Okay, so now I'm going to make this like the size it should be. Basically, right? So I'm just going to take my brush, and now I'm holding it here. Okay, and I'm just going to make my lines a little thicker. Not to the point of where it's going to be the size when it's done, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. But I do want to get the general idea of it being bigger. Okay, so I'm just kind of filling these in and thickening these up. All right, like I said, not absolutely, Shauna, no worries. Okay, so not the size that it's going to be once I'm finished, but just to where it's going to allow me to know exactly what pieces are going to be where. Okay, so just enough so I know what's going to be where. Because like I said, we're going to be putting all these bubbles and waves and all sorts of stuff in here. But I want to see better. I want to see generally where everything's going to be. Okay? Yeah, I want my supper. Who's making supper? Where's mine? All right? And then I'm going to put my circle in exactly where that's going to be. Okay? So there's the circle. All right, now, once I have that, again, guys, seriously, do not stress this, all right? This is just a general, we're placing it where it's going to be, we're getting a feel for the size, right? How much space is it going to take up? But you're not bringing it to the point of where it's going to be the finished size. Because the more we play with this thing, the bigger it's going to get. That's all there is to it. So this is just to get a vibe. It's just for a vibe. Because you're going to cover all this up when we define the anchor better at the end. Okay? You're going to cover all of this up. Guaranteed. Because now we need this to be able to put in our swirls and our bubbles and everything else. And that's going to be pretty much the rest of our evening until we finish this anchor up. Just so you know. So if you fell behind or anything like that, you got plenty of time to catch up mustard. Just get these general shapes in. And as we're working on bubbles and stuff, because I want to get to the point of the bubbles and everything, this way you guys can just have at it at your own pace. Shauna's making supper for everybody. I'm in. Where do I sign up? Exactly, Shauna. Oh, you've been making fruit salad? You got oranges, Carolyn? Oh, they sound delicious. Yeah, I want supper. Okay, so, like I said, now we want to put in where our waves and our bubbles are going to go. Well, the first wave, is on this side. So you're just going to swoop. Swoop. Okay? I know the one wave is going there. Okay? And the other wave is on the other side. So I just want to swoop. Swoop. There's the other one. It's going over there. Okay? 6,000%. Then I'm going to have a whole bunch of bubbles, right? So swoop, 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 swoop. Okay? I'm just putting in indicators where I'm going to have a whole bunch of bubbles. Okay? And then there's a whole bunch of bubbles over here. Swoop, 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 swoop. 6,000%. Then there's bubbles coming off of this stem. Okay? And let's see. There's bubbles coming up off the top of this wave. And then there's splashes on the bottom of the anchor. Swoop, swoop. And fruit salad sounds good. So now we've got our plan. okay? That's all we did. We were just kind of making a plan. So this is what we were finding the spaces for, right? We figured out that our anchor's going right here. We figured out that there's a wave here, bubbles on either side. And then the bubbles coming up from the bottom on the side, okay? And then the water cut through on the bottom. And that's it, all right? Now we're just going to put in our wave shapes and our bubble shapes. And you got to pineapple. You guys are making me hungry, man. You're making me hungry. The newbies are going to love my technical work. Right, Elizabeth? It's my own dictionary. That's why I have shirts. So everybody knows what I'm talking about. I want pineapple upside. You guys are making me hungry. That's not cool. That stuff sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. So, everyone's hanging tough, right? All right. So now you want to figure out your colors. And one cool thing is we don't have to map out. We don't have to map out every wave. We don't have to map out every bubble because it's all pretty much the same color scheme. It's all pretty much the same color scheme. And the trick is you're going to do your lighter bubbles first. You're going to do your lighter bubbles first and your darker bubbles last. All right? That's all you got to remember. Lighter bubbles first, darker bubbles last. So now you can just figure out your colors because it's all just different variations of the same colors. It's different variations of the green, the blue, the purple. Oh, I love manwich and tater tots. Okay, guys, stop. I haven't had a manwich in I don't know how long. Sloppy Joes. We call them Sloppy Joes. Anybody else call them Sloppy Joes? Okay, so is Heather and Edith and Rachel and Tanya and Robin and Shauna and Paul and Trinity and Paul and all you guys with me? You with me? Everybody with me? All right, I'm not reading the chat anymore. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. So I'm going to grab more blue and I'm going to grab more white. All right, I'm going to grab white that I'm going to use with my purples, and I'm going to grab white that I'm going to use with my greens. All right, so, and that is the other key. All right, so what you want to know, you're all with me, Robin, you're with me? Excellent. Ooh, I'm not reading the comments anymore. You guys are killing me. So, what you want to remember is lighter bubbles first to your darker bubbles, number one. And the second thing you want to remember is that if you have the yellow and the blue and it's still wet, don't put purple on top of it. Okay? So you want to turn around and make sure that you're drawing in between your layers. Because if you go to put your purple on top of your turquoise, you're going to get brown. So those are the only two things you have to remember as you're doing these. And I'm going to explain to you how to do circles in a few different ways. Alright, so you guys can do your circles. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, so I'm swirl tap dabbing, big boy. Yes, new glasses. New glasses. Thank you, sweetheart. Yep, brand spanking new glasses. Well, I've had them for about a month now. I'm getting used to them. They're progressives, so it's a little tricky for me to read your comments because, like, my eyes have to refocus. But we're getting there. All right, so I'm swirl tap dabbing, big boy. Okay, and I'm gonna grab yellow, and I'm going to grab a whole lot of white, All right, and I'm going to grab the tiniest bit of blue. I'm going to do some dabbing in here. Okay, because I want this to be green. So I'm going to grab some more yellow. All right, we got ourselves a nice spring green color. Okay, and I'm going to put in our wave. All right, so if you guys don't know how to churn, thank you so much, Becky. If you don't know how to churn your brush, do Show Me the Money or World's Smallest Violin with your hand. And then you put your brush in there and your brush will spin. Okay, because we're going to be doing a lot of scooping and spinning. Or you can just move your arm in a scoop fashion. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to put in this wave that's right here. So I'm going to bring that up and around and swoop. And I'm going to grab some more paint. And I'm going to put like a big bubble area on it. Alright, and just spin my brush around. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. Okay, if you notice, I am just swooping around. See, taking my brush and then pulling it, churning it, and then bringing it back up again. Okay, so if you don't know how to spin your brush, which this is the spin move, if you don't know how to do that, you can take your hand and then churn your brush and bring it back up. Alright, so we got our first wave piece. Now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do some bubbles since I have this color on my brush. Alright, so the one way to do a bubble is push and spin. So you're going to push your brush up against the canvas and then you just spin it around. Okay, and that'll give you a circle. Alright, that's one way to get a circle. Okay, so you just push your brush up against the canvas and you spin it around. Now, my original painting has like 4 to 5 layers of color on every single bubble because I'm insane. So keep that in mind. If you want to do more layers on your own, then do more layers. But I'm going to basically be doing 1 to 2 layers on all these, and that's about it. But the more layers you do, the better it's going to come out. Because I got to show you guys how to do the highlights and everything else. Okay? Alright, so my next wave is that light green color again. So I'm grabbing yellow, I'm grabbing blue, I'm grabbing white. And I want it to be a little lighter than that, so I'm grabbing more yellow. Got myself a nice pretty Kelly green color. And I'm going to swoop in this guy. Okay, so swoop it on in. And spin it around. And put it on in there, right? And then the bottom, swoop it on around, make it a little thicker on the bottom. And swoop it up this way, spin it around. Okay, and there's my other one. If you're still seeing your background, through any of these colors, is it me or does it seem out of focus halfway down? That better? Is that better? Okay, if you're seeing your background through doing these, just add more white to your color. Just add more white to your color. Alright, since I have this color made, I'm going to do a few more bubbles. So another way to do a circle is, I'm going to second coat these real quick. Bam. Is parentheses, parentheses. That's better? Okay. So parentheses and a parentheses. So you're just going to go, I'll do one up here. So you do a parentheses this way. And you do a parentheses this way. Okay, parentheses, parentheses, fill in your center, fill and fix. Okay, so that's another way to do a circle. You do a parentheses this way, parentheses that way, and then fill and fix. Notice I'm holding my brush real close to the bristles, right? Full control. Full control. Okay, let me add, so I'm just going to add some bubbles here and there because I have this color on my brush. Okay, so you have the push and spin, or you have the parentheses and then the parentheses. Alright? 6,000%. And we'll put another one here, parentheses and parentheses. And then you can schmooze it. Okay? You can also do these with your smaller brush. Alright? So if you want to do with your smaller brush, you can grab Mini Me. You can grab Mini B, and another way to do a circle is a scribble circle. So basically you just start scribbling and go in a circular motion. And if you lessen your grip, if you don't make it like a death grip, this will actually, all on its own, become a circle. Okay, so that's the scribble circle. You just go in a scribble motion, and then you could go back and fix it and schmooze it and whatever you want to do to it. Okay? Whatever you want to do. Just remember, the more you play with it, you guys finish that. You can also treat this like a pencil. Okay? You can treat this like a pencil. And draw a circle, do the parentheses thing with the smaller brush, right? Parentheses, parentheses, fill and fix, fill and fix. Okay, and that's how you get a smaller circle. Alright, so you guys go to town because I'm just going to be placing these. The only thing I really need to show you is these wave pieces and the wave pieces down here. The rest of it, just go to town putting your bubbles in. Alright, just go to town putting your bubbles in. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Like I said, just start with your lighter bubbles first, and do not add your purple ones until if your paint's not all the way dry. Okay, so I got my first swoop wave here. Now I'm going to add more blue to this color. I'm going to add more blue to this color, which is going to give me more of a turquoise color instead of the Kelly green. Okay, and I'm going to put in the second piece of wave, which is up here, and it has bumps. Alright, so we're going to bumpy, fill that in. Then we're going to bumpy, fill this in, and let's do one more, and bumpy, okay, fill that in. Alright, bumpies. And I have this color on my brush, so I'm going to do some circles now. Okay, get my first layer of circles down so then I can put my next layer of the smaller ones and the darker ones, right? Maybe another one over here. Okay, 6,000%, guys. You guys can do this. I'm going to take that turquoise color again and do the wave piece on the other side. So there's a turquoise piece on this side. So swoop that in, swoop. Right there. Gonna grab some yellow, gonna grab some white, gonna grab some blue. Gonna mix that around. I'm gonna grab a little bit more yellow, so it's more of a Kelly green color. So you just play with those 3 colors and make all these different shades. That's all you're gonna do. I'm gonna put in another piece of wave over here. So I'm gonna follow along this, and whoop, there's another piece right there. Right, maybe add a little bit more white to that one. Right, just so you can see it from the other one. I'm going to add a little bit more white to it. So basically I'm just playing with all different shades of this green. That's it. Right, so we got another little bean of a wave right there. And we can add another little bean of a wave piece right here. And do some more circles. Swoop, swoop. Get that first layer of bubbles down. Now I'm going to grab some more blue. And with that green that I made before, so I'm making a darker one now. Dab, dab, dab. Right? Because you want to pre-mix these. This is different. This is a very graphic painting, so there's no separation of color in this painting. You know how I tell you to leave it all separate on your brush so it goes into separation of color? That's not happening in this painting. So you want to pre-mix all your colors. Okay, and let's add one more piece. Maybe splashing this way. Whoop. Alright, yeah, and I just went right over the bubble, the splashes that I had in initially. You see that? I just went right over the top of them. You can do that. You can do that. Notice I'm working in all greens. I'm working in all my greens first so they dry, and then I could add my purples on top of them. Okay, I'll let this guy dry, and then I will hit him again for a second layer, and then you won't see anything that's going on underneath him. Okay, so I'm going to add another, let's see, let's do like a bubble over here. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bubble piece right there. Boop. There's a bubble. There's a retired art teacher, she told me it was going to be hard to get the anchor the same on both sides. I don't think so, Joan. I mean, because we initially did that anyway, putting in our rough sketch. And when we go to put it in permanently, we're going to do each piece. So you do a piece over here, and then the piece over here, then the piece over here, and then the piece over here. So if you do each piece working your way, you should be fine. Is it tricky? Yeah, sometimes it's tricky to get things even Steven on both sides. But that's like why I like it getting cut in the middle. And then you just make sure your distance on both sides is the same. Right? Here, 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 here. So if you have one that's off, you know, if this one's closer than that one, you can adjust now. So you just make sure that your distance is the same. So here to here, 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 here to here. Okay, so if you need to adjust that now, go for it. Okay, sweetheart? Yeah, can it be tricky? Absolutely. Absolutely, it can be tricky. But, you know, whenever I do True, you can do that too, like it's at an angle, have the one be bigger than the other one, like it's at an angle. So what I try to do is when I have something that's the same on both sides, I do the center line, right? You guys seen me do that with, like when we did hearts at an angle and stuff like that. So when something's at an angle, I do the angle line first, and then I do the shape even on both sides of that line. And if you do it piece by piece, right, you guys see me do a heart, right? So the angle line, and then I did the bubble part. Then I did the straight line part. Okay, so if you're ever trying to get something even Steven on both sides, cut it in half. And then do parts of each half at the same time. Same with eyeballs, right? Eyeballs is a big one. Do not ever paint this entire eye all done and taken care of and then try to do the next one. You'll never get it to match up. But if you take this one, draw your shape, go over here, draw your shape. Come over here, add some more, come over here, add some more. You're going to be able to get it to look really even. Is it going to be perfect? No, but hello, we don't live in a perfect world. Okay, so I got this dark blue on my brush, so I'm going to do more circles for more bubbles with the dark blue on my brush now. Okay, so we're going to do it there, and I'm going to put another coat on this one right here. Okay, so as your bubbles dry, throw another coat on them. Throw another coat on them as they're drying. Okay, so throw another coat of paint on these guys while they're drying. Okay, so if you have that color on your brush, right, if you have that color on your brush, throw another coat on while they're drying. Okay, if they're dry, do another layer. Do another layer if they're dry. So that's how I try to get things to be even, Steven. Okay, so throw another layer on this one. And thanks, Tina B. Okay, so. Well, Lord knows I'm not perfect, so that's just the way that goes. Okay, so now I'm going to let all these dry a little bit, set in a little bit. I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush because he's getting goopy gobby. See all that paint that's like in the middle? All right, so I take my brush and I pull him along the side of my palette to get that paint out. But then you want to swirl tap, you want to wipe them off and then swirl tap dab them. Okay, because you want to get that goopy gobby out of the middle of your brush. You want to get that goopy gobby out of the middle of the brush. Number one, because it's going to mix in. If you put paint on the tip, it's going to mix into any of the new paint you're trying to do. All right, number two is you're not going to be able to get a nice edge on your brush because it's getting thicker, 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 and thicker. So as soon as your brush starts to get goopy gobby with the whole big deposit of paint right in the middle, wipe it, you know, squeeze it onto your palette if you want to save those colors, and then wipe it off on a paper towel, then swirl tap dab them and start over. Also, give this a minute to set before you start adding on top of it. Because if you don't let it dry, you're going to wind up having a big goopy mess is what you're going to wind up having. So you definitely 6,000% need to let it dry first. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to take Mini-Me and I'm going to start adding smaller bubbles all around. So now what's really cool is bubbles that are underwater aren't all circular. You get like the jelly bean bubbles. Okay, so the bubbles underwater, see a little jelly bean bubble? Okay, aren't circular. Okay, some are circular, or like yours, the background lifts off. Yes, Tina, let it dry, sweetheart. All right, so you get these little bean bubbles. I call them jelly bean bubbles. Okay, so You don't have to do all your bubbles. If they're under the water, here's another nice one. See that little jelly bean right there? Okay, so if they're under the water, you don't have to make them all circular. Okay, if they're out of the water, then they're circular. So I'm just going to take Mini-Me now, and I'm going to put in some smaller bubbles while I'm waiting for all these the bigger ones to dry. And so I'm just going to take that paint that I had before, right? My green mess that's right here. Okay, and let's see. I'll do some light ones. So I'm going to grab a whole lot of white. I'm going to grab a whole lot of white and then just plunk my brush in this mess that I have. All right, do a little mix so it's even Steven. And I'm just going to start, you know, if one of these is dry, you can paint over the top of it. So I'm just going to start putting in the underwater bubbles. Okay, so again, parentheses. If you can see your background through your paint, either add more white to your paint or do a second coat, one or the other. All right, and so I'm just going to fill in these smaller bubbles here. Okay. Yep, and you guys got to give time for it to dry. So while you're waiting for it to dry, you can add these smaller floaters in. Okay, you can add these smaller floaters in. And practice, if you're not so great with the circle, practice the underwater bubbles first. Practice your circles doing the underwater ones. Because if it don't come out right, you can make it into one of the jelly bean bubbles. Right? So you could practice your circles all on the underwater ones. Because if they don't come out that good, you can do the jelly bean. And then by the time you get to the top, you're gonna be a circle expert. You're gonna be a circle expert. Yes, you are. So I am just adding these in. Adding all sorts of little bubbles. Okay, if the big ones are dry, you can start putting ones on top. Right? And if you messed up an edge, 6,000%, put a bubble over the top of it. Put a bubble over the top of it if you messed up an edge. Okay, so this bubble's starting to be a problem. It's starting to look like an egg. It's starting to annoy me, right? Because I can't get it to be perfect. But it's under the water, so I can make it into a jelly bean bubble. Right? I can make it into a jelly bean bubble. Because it's under the water. If you get a little ridge of paint, you guys see that ridge of paint on there? See that ridge? See that? If you get one of those, you just take your finger and you swipe into the object. You swipe into the object and it'll get rid of that ridge for you, okay? Oh, got a crease in the shirt again. Ready? We'll put it over here. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, so do some scribble circles. Or sit back and watch you all paint while you sit here and eat frosting. Yep, you can do that too, Nikki. You can do that too. That works. Oh, thanks, Nikki. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to do some scribble circles. right? Just to fill this in. Like I said, you just take your brush and scribble in a circular fashion. You're going to get something that's real close to a circle, and then you can just fix it. You can just fix it. 6,000%. I'm just doing scribble circles, if you notice. Scribble circles are easy peasy lemon squeezy all the way around. Okay, now I'm going to grab more blue with this, and I'm going to start putting some darker ones in. Alright, so now I'm going to start grabbing the blue, and I'm going to put some darker ones in. Okay, and that's why I said to go from light to dark, because you don't have to clean your brush, number one. And number two, you don't have to worry about trying to cover these, right? Because if you do dark ones and then you try to do a light bubble over it, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, okay? And I still have yellow in this blue, so I'm not going to do the purple yet. Not doing any purple yet, okay? Just the greens and the blues. Just the greens and the blues. And you just fill them in. Just fill them in. Here, there, right? Wherever you want them to be. Okay, no rhyme or reason. Just spread them out across the whole canvas. It's fine. Okay. And you could kerplunk your brush right into that messy pile of paint you got going on your palette. Right? This big old messy pile of paint. You could plunk your brush into that and do a little swish swish and just see what comes out. I mean, we're working all in the same color scheme, so it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Okay, so if you're gonna second coat your waves, do that now, because now we're gonna I'm gonna move to doing the anchor. Right? Because you guys don't want to sit here and watch me paint bubbles for 3 hours, I'm sure. Right? I'm going to show you how to highlight them and all of that stuff. But, yeah, me too, Nikki. Me too. So, I'm going to show you how to highlight them and all of that good stuff. But, I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me paint bubbles for 3 hours. Unless you're licking frosting, and then I'm sure you're fine watching me paint bubbles for 3 hours. 6,000%. Everybody's in the bubble zone. That's what I'm talking about. This painting's a total zone out. It is a total zone out, because you just start putting bubbles everywhere. But I'm going to let all those dry so then I can add the purple ones. Okay, so I'll let you guys, if you're doing your waves, finish that up, because I'm going to show you the anchor next. We're going to do some, I'm going to do some roll call while you catch up mustard. Right? Wake up! Get out of bubble zone! Time to move on. Everybody, it's so, I know when you guys are zoning out and painting, I love it, 6,000%, because all the comments stop happening. Unless you're Nikki eating icing. All right, roll call. Roll call. There is a shirt that says roll call, by the way. All right, we got Kim, Jennifer, Elizabeth, Shauna, Carol, Nikki, Robin, Wanda, Missy, Becky, Joan, Betty. You can get out of the corner now. Aw, Jimmy's snoring. That's adorable. Butters is sound asleep, too. We got Diane and Donna and Kimberly and Tina and Bonnie and Cindy and Sharon and Marie, Marsha, Lisa, Robin, Jill, Carolyn, Lisa, Joanne, Denise, Trina, Lynn, Wendy, Rachel, Lisa, Debbie, Jean. I don't actually breathe like that. Lisa, I'm doing that for effect. Lisa, Debbie, Jean, Darla, Heather, Trinity, Paul, Renita, Jeanette, Kathy, Wendy, Paul, Dorothy, Jimmy, Gail, Victoria, Edith, Rachel, and Tanya. You're still waiting for your shirt, Tina? Seriously? How long ago did I mail that out? I gotta get those tracking numbers for you. Becky's here. It's not icing, it's frosting. Yeah. Message me when we're all said and done tonight, and I'll do it right then and there, because otherwise I'll forget. Okay, sweetheart? All right? Nikki, you didn't order one. Don't confuse me, girl. Okay, so I'm going to take out Big Boy now. All right, let's roll, tap, dab him. And me, Anook. Hello, Anook. How are you doing, sweetheart? Anook is in the house. Yeah, don't confuse me. Tina and April. I want to say April. Okay, so black, white, and blue make the prettiest steel gray color. Okay, black, white, and blue. Now this, you don't want to overmix. You want the separation of color. So I'm just going to do a few dabs. Okay, I'm just going to do a few dabs. And then I'm going to leave it all separate on my brush. See that? Okay, and now we're going to swoop, right? So hold your brush back here again. Put it flat up against your canvas. Straight on. And pull. Faster you go, straighter it'll be. Bam. Just like that. Okay? Right next to it. Bam. Faster you go, straighter it'll be. Right next to it. Swoop. There it is. Right, now I'm going to turn my brush and I'm going to clean up that edge. Oh, you missed the first part? That's okay, and nope, just watch the replay, all right? So the replay video is available immediately on my Facebook page. So if you watch the video through my Facebook videos, it is available immediately. If you're waiting for the YouTube, that needs to get uploaded. But on my Facebook page, if you go to the top of the page, if you go to the top of my page, you're going to see a little button that says videos. And you hit that button and that'll bring you to all my videos. They just don't have titles on them because I don't know what Facebook did. All right, now we're going to do the bar. Okay, you want to make sure it's even on both sides. All right, so do a little piece here, do a little piece there. Okay, and then you can connect it. Swoop, right across. Okay, and another one. Swoop, right across. And swoop, right across. Okay, now I'm going to turn my brush this way. And I'm going to fix that edge. And if you fix the one edge, make sure the other side matches still. Okay, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. So if you do the one edge, you got to make sure the other edge matches. Right? Now we're going to do the circle thing on top. I'm just going to swoop it around. So I'm going to start here in the center of everything. Right? Bring it on up. Bring it on up, baby. And then I'm going to go this way. Grab some more paint, and this way. Just like that. Okay? Now we're going to do the bottom. And again, like was voiced, the concerns that were voiced about it being even Steven on both sides on the bottom. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the swoop up this side and then this side. Okay, we're going to do the swoop up. So we're going to do this side. And then this side. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my brush because it's starting to get goopy gobby. See all that goopy gobby in there? I want to get rid of that. So I'm just going to pull it through some paper towel. Right? And then I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to make my point. So I'm going to follow this down, right? Train my brain. That's my angle. And then turn my brush and make my point. So, shoot. Once we have that point, you're going to pull up like that and then pull up like this. Okay, make a little arrow on both sides. So you're even. And then curve, bring it up. Follow this, curve, bring it up. Okay, I'm going to add white to mine so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I followed this down, right? I made my point. Then I did a little arrow piece. Now I'm curving it around and bringing it up. Curving it around and bringing it up. Right? That's the one curved piece. This is the other curved piece right there. Okay, fill that all in so you're not confused with what you had on your canvas before. Right, I'm adding white to mine so you can see what I'm doing. And any of this leftover stuff, don't worry about it. You can put a bubble there. It's not a problem. All right, now I'm going to bring this up. Bring this up. I want this to get closer to that. Right? So I brought that up. Okay, again, you can check to make sure you're even, Steven. I want this to get closer to that. Or maybe you'll see black better. I'm trying to make it so you could see it better. All right, so I brought this up. There we go. You guys can see the black better. I brought that up. Now, I'm bringing this in. And I'm bringing this in. Okay. Right. Gonna color in what I got so far. And now I'm going to switch to my smaller brush. Now we're going to switch to the smaller brush, and we're going to put the arrow pieces. We're going to put the arrow pieces. So I'm grabbing Mini-Me. And I'm going to do this in black so you can see it. You guys do it in your anchor color, okay? So I'm grabbing Mini-Me. And I'm going to go straight up from the middle of these two pieces here. Again, if you want to check your distance. And then it's like a swoopy arrow. So I'm going to pull down and then bring it out. Pull down and bring it out. Pull down, bring it out. Pull down, bring it out. Curve this in. Curve this in. Curve this in. Curve that piece in. Okay. And connect. Now, my anchor is really thick at these 2 points. So I'm going to make my arrow piece just bigger. Just so it matches the girthiness of my anchor. Okay, so if you have to make those little adjustments, then make those little adjustments. It's all good. Okay. And like I said, I did mine in black so you can see it. Now we have to map in our rope. The rope. We're gonna grab Big Boy, and we're gonna grab white paint. And you guys can start putting in your purple circles now. Everything should be dry enough. So you can start putting in your purpley circles if you want to. Okay, so I'm swirl, tap, dabbing. Big Boy, make sure when you dab your brush, right? So I have this sitting on my paper towel right here. So make sure when you dab your brush, you're not dabbing your brush into something icky. Find a clean spot, okay? So you don't want to wind up dabbing your brush and then getting more goop on it. Hi, everybody. You're all quiet tonight. I think you're in a zone out, but that's cool. I don't mind. I just want to say hello to everybody. I'm still here. the woman behind the screen. We're still here. Okay, so I'm grabbing white paint. Grabbing white paint. And you're going to do the initial knot in the rope. Okay, swoop that around. Hi, Missy. You guys are listening and watching hard. You're being such good little painters tonight. Being all focused and paying attention, munching on all your snacks, killing me. So, I gotta tell you guys stuff. Let's do our rope, and then I gotta tell you guys stuff. Okay, so do the initial bubble inside your circle. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a piece this way, right? Like a little snowman, and a piece this way. Okay, like a little snowman. And you're gonna do those little swipe pieces, okay, all the way up your rope. And then, on the other side of your circle piece, on the other side of your metal, okay, so skip over the metal part, you're just going to take your brush, put it flat up against that metal part, and pull and flick. Okay, and another one, pull and flick. Just like that. Okay, all right. So, yeah, you guys can start doing your purple bubbles now, because all of your green should be dry by now. So basically it's red, blue, and white, and different variations of that. Okay, make sure you're not mixing any yellow in with any of this. Make sure you're grabbing clean white. Don't be lazy. Get some clean white if you don't have any clean white on your canvas, or get some clean blue, okay? Right? Make sure there's no yellow in any of this. That being said, let me grab some clean blue. I'm like, don't be lazy, get clean paint. And then I'm turning around and trying to dig it out of my yellow blue. See, I only know how to help you guys because I do the same stuff. All right. So, again, pre-mix. And you got to have your sugar. And now you can start adding your purple bubbles. Okay, because everything is dry. Right, again, in the water, you can have jelly bean bubbles. On top, you want them to be round. And Tina, you guys can thank Tina B for this painting. She asked for a graphic style painting. So you can thank Tina B for this one. Because she liked the one painting we did that was the fall flowers that was all graphic. So, that's why I did another one. So, nice solid colors. Okay, I'm scribble circling again. And now that you have this purple on your brush, you want to do the piercing. You want to do the piercing water pieces. So you follow along your anchor. And then you just swoop. Okay, just like that. Swoop it around. Lots of swoops in this one. Not many flicky-doos, but lots of swoop, swoop. All right, again, on the other side, follow along your anchor, swoop out. Swoop, swoop, swoop-a-doop, swoop, 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 swoop. We're swooping, baby. We're swooping. Yes, we are. Okay, follow along. Swoop out. Swoop, swoop, swooping, baby. We're swooping. And follow along. Swoop out. Alright. Notice all those preliminary lines are getting covered up now. All those things that you made before to kind of map in where your anchor's going. They're all pretty much getting hidden now. Right? You're putting bubbles on top of them. You put these little swoop wave pieces on top of them. Your anchor made it on top of them. Okay? So that's why I told you before, no worries, because it's all going to get covered up. It's all going to get covered up. So you guys can do that as you're painting. All right, guys? So, take that time to plan your painting. Make sure you have enough space for where everything's going to go. Make sure that, all the pieces that you want to put in are going to fit and gel and all of that good stuff. By the way, I love the anchor. Oh, good, Joan. I'm glad you're happy with your anchor. That makes me happy. Okay, so that's what you want to do. All right, you want to make sure that all those things are going to gel and fit, and you can plan. You could do that. You can 6,000% do that. Okay, speaking of anchor, all right, we do a little blendy going on. So I'm going to take Mini-Me. All right, and so I'm going to make that blue that I made before, that gray that I made before. So white, blue, and black. All right, made that steel gray color. Okay, and you just want to zigzag zoom. All right, you're going to zigzag zoom, kind of lifting up your brush as you do it. Put my hand in paint again. Okay, so, and then, oh, Jill, we got flicky-doos, Jill. Right, and then you put your brush on the edge and flicky-doo inwards. Okay, we got flicky-doos. Flicky-doos are in the house. Okay, now I'm going to grab some more black paint with that gray. And we're going to flicky-doo those in. Flicky-doo, flicky-doo, flicky-doo. Flicky-doo, flicky-doo-da-day. Flicky-doo, flicky-doo. Okay, and then what you want to do is you can turn around and just pull down your anchor this way. Okay, so I'm holding my brush back here, but I'm using the small brush. And I'm just going to pull down this way. Okay, now I made this side of the anchor lighter than the other side. So I'm going to do my light colored pulls on this side. And if you could cut the center, that's cool. If you can't, that's fine too. And then I'm going to grab my black with the gray, and I'm going to pull down this side with the darker gray. Okay. Just adding that little bit of extra. All right, so it looks like that piece in the center is beveled. Okay, if you can do a straight line down your center, then do it. If you can't, that's fine. Just make the one side lighter than the other. And, people get the idea. Let that dry, and then you could add even more to it if you want to. Okay, you can do another layer. And also, I always look like the canvas. I always... Me too. All right. Another thing I did is under here, right in here. Okay, so you're going to turn around, and just like we did the rest of the anchor, you're going to put in these pulled pieces of gray, right? Okay, so there's some over here, and there's some over here. Again, I did this side darker than that side. So I'm just grabbing black with my gray, flicky doing. And underneath these points, I made it darker. So underneath these points, I just notice I'm holding the brush here and I'm just pulling this through the paint. I just grabbed the darker gray color and under the points, I made darker. Okay, and then the same on this side, under your points would be darker. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing with your circular piece. All right, flicky-do, flicky-do. Okay, just little dabs, dashes, whatever. With my circle piece. And then the middle and this bottom part, that's right, sign of a true artist. You got that right, Penny. Is the middle right here. Right? I'm going to flicky-do and dab some darker color, and then the bottom part. And you just flick that into the other color that you have. Okay? So you color the whole thing in, and then you just grab some darker color, dab it in, and then flick it into the other part. That's all. That's all you need to do. Shoop, 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 flicky, flicky. And the whole anchor was outlined. So I'm not going to sit here and outline the whole anchor for you. If you want me to show you how to outline, I'll show you how to outline. It's up to you. The eye, is that what it's called, Captain? Thank you. Thanks, Becky. Oh my God, that was hysterical. So that circular part on the top of the anchor is called an eye. Is that what you're telling me? Back in the corner, woman. Don't correct the teacher. Oh my goodness, that's hysterical. All right, we need to make brown. So brown is red, yellow, white, and blue all mixed together. Okay, so, or you can add red to your green if you got a pile of green on your canvas, okay? Because red and yellow and blue make green, and, right? So, to make brown, if you have a pile of green on your canvas, you can just add red to it, and that'll give you brown. All right, that'll give you brown. Okay, so, and then add some white to this. Okay, and you got a brown. So if you got a big pile of green you're not using, that's how you make brown. And we're just going to color these in. We're just coloring these in. All right, but I'm going to do it dabbing. Okay, so this way I get, I'm not filling it in. I want some spaces in between. We got it sometimes. Nope. I'm not filling it in. I'm just dabbing this initial color on here. Alright, we're just dabbing this initial color on here. Okay, and follow the shape of your rope, right? So curve this way, curve that way, curve this way, curve that way, curve this way, curve that way. Okay, don't forget the tail. Sound effects. I got sound effects tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Swoop, 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 swoop. Okay, so there's the tail. All right, now I'm going to grab black with that brown. Okay, do a little dab, get a nice dark brown color. And you're going to accentuate the pieces, and they're going to be the ones opposite from each other. Okay, so we got in here. All right, I'm going to add the black. Just dab, because if you keep trying to paint on top of brown, you're going to wind up, it's going to wind up lifting off. So you got to stick and move with the brown, okay, guys? And then you could always go back and put a second coat on it. All right, so I put the dark on this side. That's why I didn't fill the whole thing in initially. And then I'm going to come over here and put the dark on this side. Dark on this side. Then on this side. Okay. And then I can grab the original brown color and flick that on. But it's all flicks and dabs. Don't turn around, don't like color this in solid, because you're not, it's going to wind up lifting off of your canvas. So I'm just putting this on, and then come back and we could do the second coat. Okay, so I marked where the darker pieces are going to go. Now I'm just filling in any spaces I missed with the original brown color. I'm going to grab my darker brown, and coming out of the eye, we're going to flicky do the dark color coming out of the eye. And we're going to fill in the dark color right here in the middle. All right, and then we're going to let that dry and we can second coat it. Okay, so what I need to show you is, I'll show you the second coat on the rope. My anchor in the original is completely outlined. Okay, so if you guys want to take a look at the outlining that I did, it's completely outlined. So every single piece, okay, this piece right here, this whole piece is outlined. Coming down here is outlined. Okay, I did cut the outline across on this part. All right, then this piece is outlined, this piece is outlined. Now, keep in mind, this painting has 5 to 6 layers on it. That's how I'm able to achieve the brightness of the colors, okay, and the finished look of the anchor, is because there's 5, 6 layers of paint on here. All right. So the more layers you put, the better it's going to look, and the more realistic it's going to look. So those of you that are new to watching me, and the fam knows, I bring you to about layer 2 or 3. I show you what you need to know, and then you can go ahead and finish up your painting accordingly, depending on how much time you want to spend on it. If you want to spend more time on it, fine. If you just having fun with it, slapping stuff around, and you're good, then that's fine too, right? So, you know, you don't have to be insane like me and paint something 5 times. Layers create depth. Thank you, Penny. So, you're good. You guys are getting too smart. I'm going to have to start making these things more difficult. Okay, so just to let you know, I am going to show you how I highlighted. Okay, I'm going to show you these little highlight parts and the reasoning behind them. And we're going to finish the rope. I'm going to add the dashes of white highlight on the anchor to show you where I put them. And then we're going to be all set. Okay, guys? Oh, what I wanted to tell you guys. All right, so I didn't want to confuse everybody. So, next Friday's painting. Everybody's going, been in and out watching this one. Looking good, guys. Oh, thanks, Heather. Next Friday's painting, right? You guys are going gaga over this one. So, here it is. Ta-da! Next Friday's painting. So, what I wanted to tell you, okay, because this kind of has like a fall vibe to it, is that I'm going to be teaching this to, you can paint this in any season you want. If you want to make it winter, if you want to make it spring, if you want to keep it with the autumn colors, which is kind of going on here. So, I'm going to thank you guys so much. I'm going to thank you guys for the stars too. I really appreciate the stars. I'm going to teach it so you can do it in any season, whichever you want. Because we're like in between everything right now. It's like a weird time, right? You know, because it's kind of like it's winter, but then we're getting warm days, and there's still leaves in my yard. But spring's coming. Some people are looking forward to spring. All right, so I'm going to tell you what you need to know to make this into anything you want. The other thing is, and you might have seen, thank you so much, Lorraine. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. The other thing I wanted to let you guys know is I did this. Thank you, Elizabeth. I did this as, I filmed every single segment of me painting this. And you guys you saw the first part. So the first part, it says Living Large, Series 7, Part 1. Those little video clips, I'm going to post all of them. So those little mini video clips is actually me painting this painting. Trees are your jam. So cool. Okay, so don't get yourselves confused. We are painting this on Friday. But those little video clips, they're kind of like my Hey Eve series, but there's a lot of them. And it's going to say, it's called Living Large, right? So if you see Living Large, and then Series 7, because this is my 7th Living Large series that I've done, and you're going to see parts 1, 2, 3, 12. It's every single step of me painting this painting cut into 1 to 2 minute clips. So this way, those of you that don't have time to sit and watch for 2-3 hours, you know, you can look at the little clips and you could be able to do this too. Any of you that want to have a head start on doing this painting, you can watch those clips because I'm going to post more before Friday comes. All right, so look for the Living Large, both, Missy, both. They're on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. They're on both. So you want to look for Living Large, Series 7, part, whatever part it is. Okay? So you're going to see those, but we are painting this on Friday together with me live. All right? I just wanted to explain that because I'm like, some people might get confused because like, why is she showing clips? Is that the interaction to paint this, or like what's going on? So I didn't want anybody to be confused, so that's what's going on. All right, I just wanted to give you all a heads up to what the situation is. All right, and then any of you who want to get a head start before Friday, you can watch some of those clips and it'll show you the first few steps of painting this. All right, I started painting number 3. And you guys can get a little live exclusive. Nowhere near done. Nowhere near done. But maybe you can guess nowhere near done. But I don't know if you guys can guess. This is a mask, by the way. And this is purple, by the way. What the next painting is going to be all about. Sure, Becky. What? I got a minute. Unless you want to message it to me. I don't know if it's a private question or what. All right. So to finish up your bubbles. To finish up your bubbles and your waves, what is the little tag end or rope end on the anchor or tail? That's what it is. It's like this was knotted and that's the piece that's left over. It's probably not how you got it, Tina B. Good job. It's probably not how the ropes are on anchors, but I'm not a captain of a ship like you are, so this is just, the knot is here, and then that's the tail coming off the knot. Okay, so in all of these waves and bubbles, I did a piece that was either lighter or darker. Okay, following the curve. All right. And then, hi, Christine. And then I did the white highlights. Hi, Punky. How you doing? Makes sense? Okay. So, and then, see, now this one has the lighter, the darker, and then the white highlight on top of it. And if you notice, they're all curved. They're all little curved pieces that follow the curve of what I'm putting them in. Okay? Yeah, I don't know how anchors work, guys. So, that's what I did. Thank you so much for the stars, Elizabeth. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we'll do that. All right. So here is, guys, ready? No rope on boats, only line. Thanks, Anouk. Close up. I had to get one of them in there tonight. Okay, so let's go over here. All right. So what I did is this big piece right here. I'm gonna yeah, that's all good. I'm gonna put in the I'm grabbing Mr. Nifty, by the way. All those I did a post. Nifties are going out, brush sets are going out, a shirt's going out. I was slacking on the Nifties. I apologize. Joan, yours is definitely in there. Bonnie, I didn't send you any Nifties because you didn't send me your address recently, and that's how I do it. If I get somebody's address, then it goes into my phone, and then I look at all those addresses, and I send out the Nifties accordingly. So I'm sorry I missed you, but it's because I didn't have your address prompted through the messaging to remind me to send you one. So I need little reminders nowadays. But I will send you out your Nifties doll, okay? No worries. All right, so I'm grabbing yellow and green and white. Thank you so much, Joan, for the stars, sweetheart. Yeah, so if you guys tip me $5 or more, make sure you message me. The button is on the top of my page. Hi, Lucinda. How you doing, sweet cheeks? Make sure you hit the button on the top of my page and send me your address. All right. So I'm going to follow the curve of this. Okay. So you follow the curve of what you're painting in. And then I'm going to do a little loop around and then a little piece over here. Okay. So you want to make sure you follow the curve of what you're painting in. And you want to do a lighter or a darker color of what you're painting. Okay, 6,000%. All right. Once you have those pieces painted in to your bubbles, I'll do the jelly bean one down here. Okay, so you can do like another little beaner shape on here. Right, I'm following the shape of what I'm painting in. Okay, so that's how I did the bean bubbles, the little jelly bean bubbles. Okay, and then for like the blue one, I'll grab white and blue. Okay, and then you follow the shape of the bubble. Okay, and I did that on all, thank you so much for the stars, Missy. I did that on every single bubble in this painting. All right, if one was tucked in, I kind of just thought to myself, like, where would the light, I said self, where would the light be hitting that? Because you don't have to make them on the same side of every single one. So in my mind, this piece right here is kind of poking out. So that is where I put the little highlight color. Okay. So the little piece that, you know, so if it's under a whole bunch of other ones, I would think, okay, which piece is, let me make that a little lighter so you can see it. Which piece would be catching light? And then I would sneak that in there. Okay, so we're going to wait for those to dry, and I'll show you the white part of those. So while we're waiting for that to dry, is my rope dry yet? No. Okay, notice I'm making sure my brown is completely dry before I start to paint on it again. Because brown loves to lift off the canvas. Loves to lift off the canvas. So you got to be careful with the brown. Purple likes to do that too. All right, so the highlights on the anchor. I'm going to take Mini-Me. I'm going to swirl, tap, dab, Mini-Me. Swirl, tap, dab, Mini-Me. And I'm going to get nice, loose, thin white paint. Okay, add a little water to that. Get it nice and loose and thin. Not to the point of being see-through, but to the point of where it's going to run smooth for me. And the highlights on the anchor, I did the eye. Now I'm just going to swipe. Right? Did the eye that way and this way. Swoop, swoop. Okay, the square piece, a few pieces in there, a few on this side, a couple more down here. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my brush because see how it's in the center but not on the tip? See that? Right? That don't work for us. You got to get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off my brush, get all that paint out of the middle of it. And thank you so much for the stars, guys. Thank you. You guys keep the lights on. Thank you. Art supplies are not free. I only did them on the lighter side of the anchor. Now this, move your hand, not the brush. So I'm going to place my brush here, and I'm going to move my hand, not the brush. Okay? To get these swipes in. Right, so I have some there, I have some here. Okay, and this way your swipes are relatively straight. I did the points. Shoot, shoot, shoot. And this piece right here. Shoot. Again, just dabs, and I'm following the shape of the piece. And the points over here on that side. All right, so that's the highlights in the anchor. And is my rope dry? My rope is dry. All right, so now we can go back in and finish up our rope. So again, I'm going to take that original brown, and I'm going to, with the white that's on my brush, and the sides that are lighter, I'm just going to put some flicky-doos through that. Following that curve. You want to follow that curve. Follow that curve. Okay, follow that curve. Grabbing some white, that original brown. Now I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to grab some black with that original brown. And I'm going to start at where the bottom and the right here. I want to put the darkest piece. Okay, and then you're just going to flicky do it through the rest. Right, I want to put the darkest piece right here, dab some black in there, flicky do it through the rest. Dab black in the darkest piece, flicky do through the rest. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. You can do this. Darkest part right there, flicky do through the rest. And again, make sure you're following those curves. All right, second layer on the knot piece. All right, darkest right there, darkest right here. Flicky, 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 flicky. And grabbing the original brown now. Flicky, 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 flicky. Okay, and that is your rope. Rope done the same as on ribbon bows. Carolyn, sort of, kind of, yeah, like with the shadow and the height and the lighter part, right, following the curve and the bend of the fabric, but it's not solid. It's dabs and flicks, because rope has separate all pieces that have it be all together to make the rope. Kind of like a broom. Remember how we did the witch's broom and we did flicks and pieces through that whole thing? Because it's little pieces all put together. It's not one solid piece of fabric. But it follows the same, like dark and light, how it goes with the curve. That's how you would put your darks and lights on it. But the way you paint it would be not a solid line. Yes, exactly. Rope is twisted and woven. You got it, sweetie. That's exactly what I was trying to say. You got it. Thank you. It's twisted and woven. Whew, that was rough. All right, so you need to see how the white highlight's done on the bubbles, and you guys are going to be all set. You're going to be all set. Again, like I said, just follow the curve of the object. Okay, so I'm going to take Mr. Nifty again. And now this is just white paint. And I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to add a white piece. Okay, so that's on the bean, and, you know, you can add more than one if you want to do like another one over here, right? And I did this in every single bubble throughout the whole painting. Oh, bye, Rachel. Thank you so much for hanging out. Fibers, yes. You'll watch the video? Okay, sounds good, doll. Have a great night. All right, then the circular one. Okay, I'm just going to follow along the one I already put on there. And then if you want to do one on the opposite side of the circle one, you can do one on the opposite side. Okay, and then the one that's tucked. Okay, I'm just going to do a very small little swoop right there. All right, and then on our wave piece, I'm going to grab Tiny. Okay. And then you add a white part to the wave piece. Again, following the curve of the object. And like I said, these things are done on every single bubble, every single wave piece, every single part of the painting. Okay, even these pieces that were down here. Okay, even the pieces that were down here. All right, so I did a lighter purple. I did a lighter purple in the middle of this piece. Okay, on all of them. So you would have a lighter purple part. And then I did a white little money piece right on the tip. Right on the tip, right there. Okay, so unless there's something more that you guys want me to show you, you have everything you need to paint the anchor. Okay, so this one's a lot of fun. It's a complete zone out with the bubbles, but they're a lot of fun to do. Can't go wrong any way you do them. Showed you all the different ways to make circles. Okay, showed you how to do the little pieces of highlight and the little colored pieces of highlighter shadow, and then the other part again, very graphic, solid colors. All right, start off with your light colors, graduate to your dark colors. Make sure your greens are dry before you add your purples. Okay, and 6,000%. You guys can do this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. You got this. So, and next week is going to be aw, thanks, Penny. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, he's sleeping through this whole thing, which is unlike him. He usually doesn't sleep through the whole thing. Okay, again, support is through stars. You know, you guys can actually send stars on those little video clips that I do, too. Just a heads up. On the little video clips, all those little videos has a stars button. So, thank you, Joan. Thank you, sweetheart. So just to give you a heads up, they're on there too. So, and they're about a penny each. So you know what you're spending, give or take. I'm not sure what's on. She's finally, she's 12 weeks old. That's so cute. Yeah, he's out. He's out like shout. Oh, you're so welcome. All right, next week is going to be our all seasons landscape. All right, you guys will see little clips of that in the coming week. There's going to be another Hey Eve series coming your way. All right, so that's going down. Tina B guessed it. 2 weeks is going to be a Mardi Gras painting. And then we're going to do, I'll probably do a Valentine's something to do with Valentine's. Don't forget, I have a cruise coming up in February, not really sure when. So that's happening too. So I'm not going to be around one of those weeks in February. I think it's week 2 or 3. All right, guys. So, yeah, thank you so much for the stars. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We had a mega roll call. Thank you to all the new people that chimed in. Hope you come back for more torture. And you want to come with me? I'm actually going with my daughter, so I'm pretty excited about that. My daughter, my sister, and my mom. So my daughter's 27 now, so I don't get to see much of her. So it's going to be nice to be able to hang out. And we're going to do the space station tour, because we're going to Port Canaveral first, and then we're going to do, obviously, being on the ship, and I think we're going to do some sort of wave something or others, and, oh, and we're going to meet sea lions. We're going to meet sea lions together, so that should be fun. Thanks, Mom. And, Be on the same cruise? Yeah, right? We're probably just missing each other. Oh, you're so welcome, Missy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. All right, so I love y'all. Y'all warm my heart. Hi, Keith. What the hell cruise line? Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean. All right, so thank you so much, guys. Check out the roll call. Very cool this evening. And I'm going to see you all next Friday. Y'all warm my heart. Love you to death. Mwah. Have fun and go create. Okay, good night.